Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's a great day. I'm very, very excited. Yesterday's repair, well, I'll get into the repair. Yesterday's repair on the truck after I touch base on a few important or exciting, adventurous, and some morose things that happened today on May 10th. I hope everybody had a wonderful Mother's Day and the celebrations were all that you thought they would be. So let's get started. In 1962, Marvel Comics came out with the first Incredible Hulk comic books. A lot of people are into comic books. It's quite a hobby. I have no problem with people who have different hobbies than I do. I've never been much of a comic book person per se, but I respect everyone who does. So 1962, that was with Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. Jack Kirby and Stan Lee, the creators of the first Incredible Hulk comic book trilogy. 1962. In 1994, serial killer John Wayne Gacy was executed for his part in the serial killing of over 33 boys and young men. Before he was apprehended for these horrific crimes, he was a clown. He used to dress up as a clown and attend children's parties. So watch out for clowns or people dressed up as clowns who attend children's parties. So today's the day that he met his maker, and only he will decide his fate. In 1994, we also had Nelson Mandela became president of South Africa after being in prison as a political prisoner for 28 years. This is truly a storybook, unimaginable outcome. Here he is in prison for 28 years, gets out and becomes the president of South Africa, ending apartheid in that nation forever. Equal rights for equal everybody. It's the human race. It's not different races. It's the human race. Okay. And in 2002, the FBI sentenced FBI agent Robert Hanssen to life behind bars. He was a spy for Russia. He was a spy from Moscow. And he was the most valuable, like a most valuable player, he was the most valuable spy, double agent there was to date. He did more harm to the FBI in the United States of America than any past or present, I guess, spy. He was a great spy. If he was a baseball player, he'd be Mickey Mantle. He'd be Tom Seaver. He'd be a great player. He's the most valuable spy there is. Unbelievable. Yeah. So he gets life in prison, and he's the most valuable double agent in the history of double agents. So our hats are not off to Robert Hanssen, but certainly he was, I guess he was pretty good at what he was doing, but he couldn't have been that good at what he was doing if he was found out. If you're a spy, the last thing you want to do is be found out. And he was found out, and now he'll spend the rest of his life in a cage. And happy birthday to Bono, the famous Bono, frontman from the band U2. 61 years young today. So our hats are off to Bono. He always wears those yellow shaded glasses, you know, and even inside, even indoors. It's like people who never take their hats off, whether they're in a photograph, whether they're on television, whether they're in a commercial, whether they're just, you see them on the street. They never take their hat off, no matter what. They're always photographed. The images of them are always in a hat. that same hat that looks like it's from 1923? I don't know, but I do know Bono is the same way with his yellow glasses. Maybe he's got an eye tick or something, maybe a lazy eye or something, I don't know. Anyway, 61 years old, the front man. He's also a charitable fella. He always gives to, he's spoken to Congress on numerous occasions about world hunger and the price of tomatoes in Spain. Who knows? He's into everything, and happy birthday. So let's get back to the truck. This will be, I will do a further update on the truck, just about the, some of you don't know what a 1991 truck does, or what it looks like, or some of the accessories or the upgrades. So I'll do that in a further presentation. But I want to announce the repair yesterday. Gabriel did a wonderful job. He did it in 6 hours and 15 minutes. Once he started the work, I timed it. It took 6 hours. We were there till after 12 a.m. But he did a wonderful job. He put the bumper back on. All my directionals work. The only thing I'm missing is the passenger side directional over here, if you can see it. Otherwise, he did a wonderful job. He put it on. It looks like it's going to be just fine. If you can see it, I'm very happy with it. He straightened it out pretty good. I think he did a nice job. And at the end of this video, I'll just walk the camera around the vehicle so you can see for yourself. So our hats are off to the Shade Tree mechanic, Gabriel. I hope to interview him in a further presentation so you can get to know him. I want to thank everybody who's been behind me, who's been helping me look for parts, and who donated to the Repair the Truck Fund on GoFund. I paid Gabriel $600 US. So anyone who donated to the repair, as I said in previous presentations, I have your names and the amounts that you donated. If you want your money back, I am more than happy to refund your money. So I'm very excited. I have wheels now. I have freedom. I don't have to go to Uber, and I don't have to worry about Uber anymore. I can be independent. So with that, I'll just do a quick review around the vehicle. You can see for yourself the wonderful job that Gabriel did, and I'll close on that. Oh, I forgot to highlight what we did today. Before I close on that, we had Marvel Comics coming out with the Incredible Hulk. We had the serial killer John Wayne Gacy executed. We had Nelson Mandela free from jail, president of South Africa, and we had the FBI agent Robert Hansen sentenced to life in prison for being the greatest double agent in the history of double agents. And we had happy birthday to Bono. So with that said, I have a chalk on the tripod. I'll just lift it up and you can get and see. I'll try to steady this as best I can. The tripod legs are still deployed, so they are hitting against the bottom of my leg, and that's why you see the camera. There it is. So that's it. Maybe I should go on a wide angle for this one. Yeah, okay, so here's your truck. It's got 150, can you see the miles on there? This is why I'm so excited about this truck. It only has 154,414 miles. This engine is a V6. This will go over 300,000 miles if it's properly maintained. I just had the oil service since driving from California, and it was only down 1 quart, if that much. And the oil color was clean. So I'm very excited. It didn't even burn any oil from Los Angeles, California to Austin, Texas. I hope you can see these images okay. I'm just going around the truck, and I'm just, vehicles, as you know, are very expensive today. And if you find one that you know is a good one, like a wife, you try to hold on to it. And you try to keep that wife from running away with other people, because that's a good wife. And like a good wife, this is a good vehicle. So I think it looks pretty darn good for the damage that occurred in the largest winter storm in 100 years. I was the victim as well as this truck, but no more. So that's it. I'll end it on that. Have a great day. And thank you, Gabriel, for your ability, your technology, your patience. I was a little bit worried in the early stages of the repair, but my reservations were baseless.